Hi, my name is Sherlyn Mersiovsky, and I'm a pulmonary hypertension patient. I didn't find out for several years. I kept running out of breath all the time. I couldn't walk with my girlfriend anymore. Just going around the block, I could not carry on a conversation anymore. I would be so breathless. Going on a bike ride to the neighborhood hangout was even hard to do. So we just got a new house, a big one, a 2-story. I really wanted that. And as soon as we moved in, I couldn't climb the stairs. So I had to also change family doctors. I didn't want to drive clear across Houston where I used to go, and got a new family doctor. And she decided to run me through every doctor. After she started doing blood work, I saw hematology. I went back, I saw a pulmonologist. And when I went to the pulmonologist, they put the oxygenator on my finger. It was the first time I'd ever had one of those. And as soon as he did, he sent me straight over to the emergency room. It was mid-80s. And I didn't know what that meant. And I'm there. By the third day, they did a bubble echogram. And then on the fourth day, they came in, diagnosed me, and told me I had this pulmonary hypertension. I had no idea what this is. And they don't tell you much in the hospital. They sent me home. I had a follow-up with the pulmonologist again a few days later. And I was put on oxygen right away and some other medicines just to see what's going to work. And then he made an appointment for me with my main pulmonologist. And I have been seeing her ever since. I follow up with mine once a year now. So he stays in touch to know everything that's going on. First thing he told me when I came back was I had maybe 6 months to live. I think that was the scariest and hardest part we got through, because you really don't know anything about the disease. You haven't met anybody who's ever had the disease. And it's so long before you can get into the first. We only have support group meetings once every other month. So it's not like you got that coming up right away either. So from the time I was diagnosed in April and saw my pulmonologist in September, the main one, it was right after that I got my first support group and found that things weren't near as dire as you think. Because by their rights, I'm about to die in another month, probably. And it didn't happen. It's good to know that life goes on. That there is maybe not a cure that in a certain way, but you can still lead a pretty good quality of life. If it hadn't been for the support group meeting, I don't think I'd have been able to handle it all myself at all. They went around the room, everyone told their own little story, the things that they had been through. I found out that almost every single one of them in there had been diagnosed saying they had 3 months, 6 months, less than a year. And it was so good to know that some of them in there had had it for 20 years and were still going strong. Our support group leader, she had a double transplant, lung and heart. She's at it for 25 years. She had it for 25 years. And she was there for anything. Everybody was there. People would give you their cards or their phone numbers. They would answer any questions you had. Since I've been there, I've seen the same thing happen like it did when we first went. And it's so nice to let them know this is not how it really is. Don't let them scare you that way. I have moments, I know that. I get some really bad ones sometimes, but I don't think what I'm going through is enough to actually just make me kill over right then at all. I know that I'll get through it. I'll be back to normal again. And you just keep going. And you just, some days you're in bed for days. I mean, not just one day, but maybe even a week or 2 weeks. There's trips to the hospital. All of those things are there. You have to watch the medicines. They make you sick. They make you dehydrated. They mess sometimes with your head. Certain things that I like to go do, I can't do like I used to. I can't party a lot anymore. I don't hardly ever drink anymore. It's still nice to have one. I know now it's not gonna kill me to do it. And that's a good feeling also. It's not as dire as they make it sound to you. You will make it through. It's not a 6 month or a 1 year. It's one day at a time every day. But you'll live. And some of them have quality of life that is wonderful. I have met people who were in bad shape, started doing their exercises and stuff. You would never know they've ever had the disease anymore. They get off of oxygen. You're not going through all that anymore. Believe in you. Believe in yourself. And that you can do it. There's some things I can't do anymore. I miss working. I really miss going to work every day. I hate being home all the time. But it's wonderful. I got a granddaughter now. I love babysitting. But it is hard because I can't lift her. I can't chase her all the time. Luckily, she's a good one. And I've got to learn to count on other people, like my husband. I know he thinks I don't listen, but I do once in a while. I'm Sherlyn, and I'm aware that I'm rare.